Four people were treated for gunshot wounds in Burkina Faso on Saturday after French and Burkinabe forces tried to deter protesters trying to block a French army convoy. Local sources in the town of Kaya, north of the capital, said demonstrators tried to approach French army personnel on the strip of wasteland where they had spent the night. A French soldier denied anybody had been wounded, rejecting any responsibility. France has to leave, together with its weapons. That's it. That's what we want. We don't need the French army. We are capable of attacking the jihadists. We don't need the French army. The French convoy, which has been held up for nearly a week by protests in the western city of Bobo Dioulasso and in the capital, Ouagadougou, is crossing through Burkina Faso on its way from Ivory Coast to Niger. French troops are in the wider region as part of efforts to fight jihadists.
He also insulted all Africans.
I think we forgot to be thanked. Not a big deal. Happens eventually.
There is a part that caught my attention where he talked about ingratitude.
Ingratitude, I am well aware, is a non-transmissible disease to humans.
He is human. Our ingratitude is not transmissible to him. This is how this gentleman sees Africa, sees Africans. We are not human in his eyes. I think that if he is not an atheist and he prays every morning when he wakes up and prays, he should also pray to the Africans. Because it is thanks to our ancestors that there is a France today. He should pray to us.
A coalition of Burkina Faso civil society organizations composed of more than 72 members held a rally to call for the termination of military cooperation with France. The coalition called on the new Burkina Faso authority to end French military cooperation in favor of Russian support to curb terrorism in the country. We contest the installation of foreign armed forces that no longer deserve our trust on our soil. We demand the cancellation of the colonial agreements that have kept us in stalemate for years. For years, France, our colonizers, has been in Burkina Faso believing that it is fighting to defend our interests, but it is the opposite. France is in Burkina Faso to plunder our wealth and also creating terrorism by supplying arms to the terrorists, and it is these same terrorists who are fighting our soldiers on the front line. In recent months, Russia has been making inroads to several African countries through its private security firm Wagner, with an aim of stabilizing security in the rebel and jihadist hit nations like Central African Republic and Mali. But we take into account Russia because in the whole world, it is Russia that has worked positively to remove the terrorist hydra in Syria, Venezuela, Central African Republic, and neighboring Mali, where we see positive progress. The coalition, also known as Lasso, Lagam, Taba, Zaka in local language, bring together several civil society organizations according to its leaders, and was created in the aftermath of the January 24 coup against President Roch Marc Christian Kabore.
Burkina Faso is a reference point, and we must keep the torch burning brightly. Today, after here, we will have a factory, a cement factory, which is one more factory in Burkina Faso. But the hope is to be able to discuss with all the cement factories in the coming days to lower the prices of cement as well. Yes. We believe there are possibilities and better. We have limestone in Burkina Faso and clay. If we manage to exploit it efficiently and discuss with one of the cement producers from last time, we need to exploit this to lower the cost of cement. So we will discuss with all of them to see what is possible. And this will allow us to build our country because our country is a construction site. And also, it's a signal, those solutions, because they arrived in 2023 at the very moment when the imperialists had marked Burkina Faso in red. It's a dangerous destination not to invest in this country. And they came with their money. They injected it, they built the factory. I think they finished since last October. So it was our duty to go support them and also send a message to the world, to make them understand that what they say about Burkina Faso is false. Those who painted Burkina Faso in red, you see, automatically the next day in any case. A few days later, Air France said it wasn't in Burkina Faso. Because it's red, you see, it's just war. Isn't that right? We said there is no problem. You are free not to come to Burkina. But you are not the best airline in the world. If other airlines continue to come, it means that you are liars. Since other airlines continue to come to Burkina Faso. Brussels comes, Turkey comes, I don't know what else. All the other airlines continue to come. This is to say that the imperialists are very strong. They invent their line of conduct and they lead some of their companies to follow it to give credibility to their lies. Since they lied saying that the bourgeois is in a red zone, they make Air France follow the lie, to make it appear to the world that it is truly a red zone. That's why even their own companies refuse to come. There is no problem for us. We say that the other companies will work. Their lie didn't take hold. Sometime later, they only come back to ask to resume the good ones. If it has turned green, you have to rewrite that it has turned green. If you want to resume, so this is to tell you that imperialism
I am in awe of water. How it moves, how it changes, how it takes many forms. It's like me. This being, this body that's made up of the same things out there in space. I am its host. Capturing my evolution has always been a part of the plan, and I used to think I had to conform in order for the messages to be communicated. But it is not compliance that impacts us, but authenticity, truth. To be like the trees, I must have roots, an ever-expanding foundation. There are things I have to come back to, parts of this three-dimensional realm that ground me. My clothes, my hair, my makeup, my tattoos, my people, my kin. All of these things are woven, no, stabbed into me so they can be adorned. I create pathways from motion, friction, from force, from love, from pain. To connect to what was and what will be. As a child, I feared fire. I saw no good in it, only destruction, only pain. Bright yellow and orange embers that feed on roots and turn them into smoke. A concrete jungle made by the hands and backs of black, brown, and indigenous people, built to house the ones that took us from our homes. The ones that burned down villages and condemned those for being. That fire that killed, though, also created a beast. It exists in me too, and he is hungry. She has vanished. I know my mission now. I know why I'm here. To exist. And as I exist, others will see it too. As I move, as I create, I am also feared.